Don't mind me, folks. Alright. We're up and running, folks. Hello, Internet! I'm back. Oh my god, get over there. App would not cooperate at all. So yeah. I guess for those that may not have saw when I dropped by in the stream last night in chat, my power went out last night. Hey up, Spidey. It went out 5:30 in the afternoon. It did not come back until almost 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what the hell rolled through last night, because it was not that bad. It was fairly normal weather-wise, but for whatever reason, our power was out for like 9 hours. And there was like over 500 outage reports in the county. At least as of like 2 o'clock in the morning when I got to see the map myself. I have no idea how much it was before then, but like it apparently the storm hit something major to like hit the power that hard. But yeah. So that's why I was just in chat last night and was not streaming. And Tommy was streaming Mario Kart World. But we are here to do the Fortnife before we talk about the Persona 5 anime, because the wheel decreed we watch the first 4 episodes of Persona 5, the anime. Luckily enough, the first 4 episodes are actually a nice, like, arc, because it takes you through the first dungeon of the game, which is fantastic. But also, yes, there was a Persona 5 anime. Technically, there was... Yeah, there's a Persona 5 anime. I can throw up a wiki real quick. First, I wanted to shout this out on stream, because I shouted it out on Blue Sky. Because I saw it this morning. We have 69 subscribers on the YouTube. We have hit the funny number on the YouTube subscribers. From me outputting our backlog in our current streams, we've hit 69. Hooray! We're at 268, actually, on Twitch. We keep floating between 268 and 269, because a bot will follow the stream and then get bonked. So it'd be like, hey, we're at 269! Oh, no, we're at 268. But yeah, it's... I pull up the wiki page for this. So, this anime came out back in the... I think that's Tommy hopping in, because I heard him hop into the party. But yeah, this anime came out 2018, 2019. Hello.
You would be right, that was me.
I figured as much. But yeah, this came out in 2018 to 2019. Find out more when we talk about it, but it does have the normal Japanese cast and the English cast for Persona 5. I watched it dubbed for our show tonight, and yeah, that's all the normal voices for Persona 5. That's just them doing their normal job.
That's what I kind of thought. I didn't hate it. I'll put it that way, but I've also not played the game.
Oh.
Which means I probably would hate it if I played the game.
Oh,
like, I feel like the bare minimum that I know of Persona, and 5 in particular kind of deal, I'm like, I'm not against how they handled that.
Oh, we have things to discuss because the link I gave you is the Blu-ray release of the show, which means it's lying to you about the opening. That was visually not the opening for weeks when this show premiered. They did some hatchery, like, cheap-ass bullshit to get that show out the door in 2018.
The intro music I was not a fan of, knowing what we get out of the game kind of deal. I'm like, yeah, no.
I kind of prefer the second opening, to be honest, which is Dark Sun instead of Break In, Break Out.
I watched it for the first 2, and then I just kind of let it run for the last 2. No, for the next one, and I literally skipped it on the 4th episode.
Fair. Like, I will say this.
I was like, I don't care.
Even with the proper openings, visually the openings are shite. Because it's nonsense. Even as someone who's very familiar with Persona 5, it's nonsense. It's visual nonsense that makes no sense.
Also, instead of playing on PC, I am on Switch 2.
Hooray! We get to hear how the Switch 2 one runs.
I did some testing, and it actually runs tremendously better. I almost don't see a difference between it and PC.
Nice.
So I'm like, okay, if that's the case, then I will keep running this on the Switch 2.
Oh, did you attempt to watch the Xbox showcase today? There is some environments from Persona 4 redone in the Persona 3 remake engine.
I thought your internet was acting weird.
Oh no.
Twitch just did the disconnect.
No! Internet, no! Why?
You were sounding choppy, and I was like, well, that might be a Discord thing. And then I saw the stream derped, so.
Yeah, it's...
Nope, it's your internet.
Yeah, it's dying. For some reason. Come on. Come back. Damn it. One of them's almost dead.
If it comes down to it, I can transition into me streaming, since it seems like the game's at least letting you play.
Yeah. Looks like we're stable back out. I think.
Yep, I see the stream up.
I'm just watching the bit rate and the frame counter. Like, are you stable out now?
Stable, according to Twitch, but that's just because it hasn't played catch up yet. Oh boy.
Okay, I think we're back. I don't know why the stream decided to just die. I think it also desires no ballistic tonight. No,
Why do I see part of myself in?
Oh, that thing. That happens. That's happened to me too. Isn't it fun to not be able to aim properly in this game mode that requires aim?
I could. I just got a random bar of character running in front of me.
Oh, we were just talking about that before the stream happened because Tommy was like, "Oh, Persona 4 remake, huh?" And I'm like, "It." So I was trying to explain. All it did was show environments from 4, and then you walking around in one environment, and that was it. 10 seconds. But you know what was even funnier?
What?
Silk Song did appear at the showcase.
Okay, my sensitivity is weird.
Careful of the flames.
I'm good. I saw where they were.
Oh yeah, they did like...
Oh god. Okay. Not okay. Okay. They can't get up there with you, can they?
They can.
Well, I'm just meaning without you realizing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a wall beside me.
I hear them.
Probably to my right.
Because they were firing, trying to get you to draw out. There. Nice.
Hooray! But Silk Song appeared, but only for like 3 basically seconds of gameplay. Because you know what they were trying to use Silk Song to prop up?
What?
You know how they've partnered with Asus to make their own, like, portable device?
That isn't coming out this year?
No, it is coming out this year. They've delayed their own one, but they are willing to talk to Asus and be like, hey, can we put a sticker on your Ally and call it an Xbox?
And Asus is allowing that?
Yes.
I had more respect for them than that. They're closing one of the doors.
Aww. My computer's... Ah, shit. Too many! There's too many of them!
It feels like my sensitivity is acting wonky. Like I've got weird input delay. Okay, cool. Menus aren't going to cooperate. That's what I love.
Yep.
Fine. I'll do it after the match.
But yeah, they use it to prop up.
To do it right now.
Use it to prop up they're not Xbox portable, and I'm like, really? And Silksong didn't appear afterwards. They're just like, oh, Silksong will come out this year. You know, before this comes out, because you'll get to play it day 1 on our not Switch, not Steam Deck. Which will also be more expensive than the Steam Deck. Because I looked at prices of the Ally and the Steam Deck, and it's about $100 more than a Steam Deck. For comparable performance, I think.
Alright.
Or comparable models, at least.
Where's the sensitivity?
Which is one of those, like, really? You're $100 more than a Steam Deck and people can get more shit on a Steam Deck than this bullshit? Why would they buy this bullshit? Especially when it's like, we're running Windows 11 on this. And I'm like, you know that's a turnoff for people, right? You know that's the exact last thing people want on their gaming thing is Windows 11.
I mean, right now I don't have a problem with 11. But yeah, people are so against it.
One of the folks on Gigaboost that I listen to their podcast for has had nothing but problems out of 11. Like, substantial problems out of 11.
I think it depends on your setup.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely don't need to be the one to carry it. I keep running in and getting killed.
I'll probably die.
This feels better.
That's good.
Apparently the first person one needed to be changed. Because there's first person sensitivity that is separate from all the other sensitivities.
Mm-hmm.
Because that makes sense.
Shit.
Well, that's not good. Get out of there.
Sandwiched.
Well, that didn't work like ow. Like I wanted.
I assume Tommy updates when Windows tells him to update.
Nope.
Fair. I usually do, but it's
I let it sit there so long that it winds up barking at me, hey, you must update, and I still tell it no, tell me later. Usually when I have to turn my computer off or the power decides to go out long enough to turn it off for me is when I go ahead. Ow. There was 2 of them there.
I'm coming to help. Eventually.
One are alive. Did you mean to do that?
I meant to not throw it exactly there. Oh, darn.
Darn. Flashbang, and you're probably dead. How? Like, they know where you're at.
I'm sure. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No. You weren't coming out of that one.
No. No, since there was 3 of them, like, Papa, what are you, will kill me? You get to fight over who kills me first.
So you're right on the fact of there are hot fixes for updates, but the thing is, if you haven't done that update to begin with, then the vulnerability more than likely isn't there because Microsoft is horrible for doing an update and breaking it worse.
Ow, I got one of them!
Ow, okay. Camping level jerk.
I help! They're at me. Hopefully our teammate knows that. Or can figure that out.
Now.
Okay. I got one of them that showed up. The other 2 got me.
And at this point, we're going to lose anyhow, so you might as well try to pick off each of these. Yeah. I do know... I do know how to avoid problems as far as updates. called Don't Use Windows.
Accurate.
The bad thing is, most gaming stuff, you've got to use Windows.
I'm trying to remember what else was the Xbox showcase. Oh, they ended on Call of Duty.
Of course they did.
Black Ops. Yeah, there wasn't even that much of the new Call of Duty. It's just like, here's Call of Duty, and it's weird and kooky. I'm like, fucking sure, I guess. I think the only thing that popped me was the folks that did Spiritfarer are doing a new game that looked cool, and like a first-person home renovation game, where you are renovating a town, but there might be a cult that you're trying to not get killed by and sacrifice to an elder god. Nope, that is the wrong one.
That is the wrong skin. You must have changed lobbies right as I went to pick, and mine just said, ha. Okay, really? You do it again, then I'm just going to use this one. Thank you.
Oh, you've seen the new Mission Impossible. I have watched none of them.
I'm insane.
But yeah, the Xbox showcase was a bit shit, to be perfectly honest. I think I gave it a D in the Gigaboots poll because I was watching their commentary of it. I was like, this is a bit shit, D, I'm going to bed, because I had been up since 2 o'clock this morning.
Wait, you mean an Xbox showcase sucked? Say it's not so.
Also, they said we are celebrating 25 years of Xbox next year with a new Fable, a new Forza, and a game that has been with us since the beginning. Or a game from a franchise has been with us since the beginning, i.e. no Halo this year. See you next year for Halo 1 Remake. The one Halo person I follow on YouTube was just tired by the end, because he's just like, hey, they said next year, right? We'll get Halo next year, guys.
I don't even really care about a new Halo right now, because the one Halo they had the shot at doing anything with, they dropped the ball because they decided to focus on the Call of Duty aspect instead of actually trying to play to the strengths. You give an open world Halo and you refuse to do any DLC to give anything more to do.
Has 343 made a good complete package Halo?
No, because the closest it honestly can be said is 4, and it copied and pasted Call of Duty multiplayer.
It's like 4, the multiplayer was bad. 5, the single player was bad. Infinite, they both were
just
The
multiplayer wasn't too bad. Honestly, that was probably the best 343 multiplayer.
Yeah, and none of those people worked at that company after 4 because they all fucked off.
The problem with Infinite was it was boring. It legitimately has the same problem that Nintendo has finally started realizing, but is still fighting that too. Because Breath of the Wild is empty. Anyone that says anything else is wrong. They're lying to themselves at that point. Breath of the Wild is too empty. Even with the DLC. Does that mark me to where we're visible? Please tell me that don't. It doesn't say we do, so...
Oh, that's what that does. I summon a crypto missile. Okay.
Also, we're not near each other, and I've got gunshots around me.
Same.
Oh god, and I'm running towards the gunshots.
Well, the run towards the gunshots, I'm running towards you, so...
Okay, kill the team.
Okay.
No, I did not. Now I killed a team. That is two... Okay, I took two individuals and thought I killed the team, and it wasn't until I realized that they were still moving that I did not kill them. And I'm like, Gunshots up here.
I don't know what the hero meter on the side is, but I'm a B rank hero, I guess. If you're wondering, do I know what goes into every new Fortnite update? No, I don't pay attention. I just hop on and figure it out as we go.
I don't know how good it is, but I've got one.
Rifle? Oh, the Deadeye?
Oh god, I've got to get used to the menus. Because A and B are inverted.
Well.
Because switch. And I'm like, uh-oh. They've got to be down there.
I think I saw the muzzle flash.
How did you get down there without dying?
Very carefully.
Okay. I hear them. Oh, there they are.
Okay, that's not as good. Liking that better. Are they doing drops? I should probably let the stream play so I get drops.
Darn it, I cannot lead a shot right now.
Not the biggest fan of the fire rate, but it'll do.
I could not lead a shot with the DMR for nothing right there.
I don't care for the Spire rifle if you see that one.
What's the B capsule?
A hero rank.
Because we're a B hero.
We got enhanced boons and something else. Like I said, I don't know. I don't pay attention to what's in every Fortnite update besides seeing what new skins or something get posted because of the people I check in on. Like, I find it weird that the Robin they have in here feels like a Tim Drake Robin, but it's clearly supposed to be Dick Grayson Robin, and I'm confused by that.
I forgot how much the HD Rumble can be obnoxious. I've got Rumble turned on because I got welcome
revolvers?
Just because, and yeah.
Double revolvers. Ooh, my aesthetic.
Oh, so they're chests you can only open if you're that. Right.
Oh, there's a boon. Replenish shields in the storm? The fuck?
Well, that seems dangerous because shields do nothing for that.
That's me.
What are these?
Power bands? Oh god!
Oh jeez. I actively pointed away from you to try to not do that to you. Oh god. I like. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. People. Someone shot at me.
Get him, Crypto!
Did Crypto just try to smite me?
There's a Crypto treat you can grab.
Crypto just tried to smite me.
That was my fault. I'm trying to throw it at them and I missed. Base boost? I guess I have the thingies now, too.
Yes, and they are fun.
Yes. I found an S-rank chest.
They left. They hard left.
They were scared of dog.
I think they were scared of the fact that I killed one dude's shield and busted the other ones before they took off. And I don't think they ever spotted me.
Yeah, I think they just spotted me and were trying to kill me.
They took the pot shots at me. I dipped through the house, and I think that was when they did their moving. Okay. Noted.
I'm coming. Did you fall?
I hit it, and then I hit the boost, and then I realized that you didn't have the aura for not taking fall damage. So don't. You just did the same thing.
It's fine. I bounced off the tree. That negated the momentum.
Oh, you got lucky on that. Because I realized that way too late, and I'm like, well. So noted, they're not like the impulse grenades.
Oh, I did the rest of the Zenless update.
Oh god, I thought we were in circle.
So was I.
We barely went outside of circles. What happened?
Yeah. I did the rest of the Zenless update off stream. Unfortunately, I got delayed when doing it because halfway through the story, they're like, "Hey, would you like a business minigame?" And I'm like,
"Oh god,
yes, please." Hey, we're gonna let you fix up the temple and like craft materials or craft stuff to sell, and I'm like, oh no. Well,
these are helpful.
Mm-hmm. Are they? Wait, are they healing us?
They are.
And giving us what? I'm getting passive shield regen.
Wonder what the mist gauntlets are.
I don't know. I'm gonna back up.
Ah!
Birds!
That actually might be helpful. I almost whiffed that.
Oh, getting shot at.
And this is, yeah. They have a cooldown. You can only use them twice, and then you gotta swap. Probably would have liked to have known that before.
I missed. Oh, right. I also forgot. Game Freak showed off a new game at the Xbox Showcase. Would you like a Souls-like? I think.
Oh, God.
I think it's a Souls-like. It sounds like a Souls-like. No, it's a Beast of Reincarnation. Dawnwalker's someone else. I don't remember. That also, like, premiered last year, I think, at Xbox. And they were showing it off again. Yeah, those Game Freak folks, by the way. The Pokemon Game Freak folks. Because remember, folks, they do get to do something that's not Pokemon every now and again. Someone in a Discord chat was like, that sounds illegal. I'm like, is it more illegal that one of those games had Toby Fox music in it before he did music for Pokemon? Because Game Freak's farming...
Also, it's not illegal because, I mean, I'm pretty sure Game Freak's not solely owned by Nintendo.
I'm pretty sure they're not owned by anybody. I'm pretty sure they're independent.
Meaning they're welcome to do whatever they want to.
Yeah.
I mean...
Oh, they are co-owners of Pokemon, i.e. they are still not owned by anybody.
Yeah, because Pokemon Company is its own thing.
Yep. It's some weird, like, three-way... I think, isn't it, like, three-way ownership between, like, Pokemon Company, Nintendo, and Game Freak?
I think.
The ownership of Pokemon is weird and dumb because, like, Pokemon's technically a second party. Kind of. It's
because
weird.
of the way it is, yeah.
But yeah, it looked like a Souls-like, and it also looked like it was running at a bad frame rate. And I'm like, yeah, this does look like Game Freak game recently.
Unfortunately, that's accurate for current Game Freak.
Also, Game Freak has
landed with us.
I saw the footsteps.
Okay.
I think they're downstairs. Not picking up that
Yeah,
rifle.
they landed below you. That's why I kind of made sure to land with. Your teammates landed.
Oh my god. Get. Where are you? Oh, they're not teammates.
Oh, cool.
Well, piss.
Well, we got footsteps.
Oh, 2 footsteps. All right. There is the teammates.
Oh,
I'm
almost
shit.
dead.
One of us shot Jonesy.
You did, because he's chasing you.
Not great. Oh, found the other teammate. I have to reload.
Got him. Jonesy wants me dead.
I'm out of ammo
I'm
for
out
everything.
Of ammo in the shotgun.
I can do nothing. I'm out of ammo on everything.
I am almost dead.
I'm sorry, Jonesy. Forgive us, please.
Okay. I mean, that is better than almost dead.
Also, we're getting a 3v3 invincible fighting game by the Killer Instinct devs. It looks about as good as the Power Rangers tag game that came out a while back. That's not the greatest compliment, by the way. I'm sorry, it's not.
They're in this house over here. It's the teammates to the ones we killed earlier. Or to at least 2 of them. We technically had 3 teams here, so I don't know where the third one is.
Okay, it is not the gloves giving us passive regen, because I have the gloves at the moment and it's not giving me passive regen. Is it the rank?
Someone's over there.
Is it actually the hero rank that gives us passive regen?
It might be. I watched them poke out and there was gunshots from over here.
I see the footsteps. 2 of them.
I'm not with you because you went in a different way.
Ow. I damaged one of them. Oh, they tried to drop crypto on you.
They might have, actually.
How much damage does that do? I don't
know, but I was low the whole time.
I would hope enough. Well, at least it wasn't the PC Gaming Showcase, because I saw a bit of it and it looked not good. How would you like a factory game? Because we have 5 of those.
That tracks.
And apparently people keep hoping Half-Life shows up at one of those. I'm like, nothing of importance will ever show up at a PC gaming show. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay. Not to mention, if we were to get another Half-Life, it definitely would not be Half-Life 3 or Half-Life 2 Episode 3. It would be something like Half-Life 2 Episode 2 Sub-Episode 1 or something stupid like that. They're not going to do a 3, period. I don't know why people keep going for that. It's like Portal. We'll never have a Portal 3.
Yeah. And you bet your ass if Jeff Keighley was salivating at the idea of like, no, let me have that at my events, please. I'm dying. Because Summer Game Fest was a bit shit too, if I'm being honest.
Also, I love the fact that it's still saying I'm level 1 even though I'm level 4. Because I saw that in the text chat.
I was wondering if it did that for me too.
It looks like they might be trying to remove that part of it, though, because the rest of them it didn't do like it was doing before. Granted, it could also be a Switch 2 thing kind of deal.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't surprise me if something doesn't 100% cooperate.
Yeah, from Gigaboots, who watched like almost all of the shows that happened this weekend. It was a very mid-weekend, basically, with Sony being the only real standout, and that feels like a backhanded comment because Sony wasn't at their own fucking show, basically.
Sounds about right.
Also, only one Ubisoft game was shown off the entire weekend, apparently, at the PC Gaming Show, and it was their most recent Prince of Persia game. And no EA title of any kind showed up. None.
Well.
Ah, a boss. Bye.
Yep.
I'm not fighting you.
I must have landed near him.
I walked into the room.
Yeah. Well, guess what? I am picking stuff up in the room. God, nope. Okay, I'm not staying on that room anymore. Also, footsteps on me.
There's AI.
Okay.
Glad I caught that ledge there. Otherwise, I probably would have fell and hurt myself.
I can cheese the boss.
Also, there continues to be hope for a Nintendo Direct, and I'm like, I don't know. They just launched a console. I don't know if they would bother.
I feel like they kind of need to. Because there's mixed opinions with people wanting and not wanting World. So I almost feel like they kind of need to have something. Even if it's a small something to tide people over.
Yeah.
Which an indie direct would be the better play at that point. I am totally cheesing this boss. I stood outside the entire time.
Oh, that's a burst pistol. Yes, please.
I stood outside the entire time and killed him with the DMR. Is that you?
AI was shooting at me.
Oh, okay. Oh, that could have ended badly. I almost whiffed that right there.
I think we had that conversation on the podcast at some point, but like it's honestly about the same exactly at launch for the Switch 2 as comparison to the Switch 1 right now.
Yeah, but it's almost like everyone wanted more. And I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong there. But at the same time, I don't think it was bad.
I think people.
I would love to see an update for World to kind of give people the traditional Grand Prix mode and maybe give us an update on the map to where we can see where like the P-switch missions were after we've collected them.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, give us a progress of how far we are. Because there's a lot of people, myself included, that would love to 100% it. But what's 100% in it?
I would assume getting all the characters' costumes, P-switches, and each coins?
Except for we have a unknown amount of P-switch ones. We have a guaranteed for question mark box.
Oh, I forgot
We have a guaranteed for characters and for cards. But P-switches and Peach medallions, we have no idea on how much for either of those.
Can you not track the P-switches via stickers? Or does it not tell you all the stickers?
It doesn't tell you all the stickers.
Of course fucking not.
Uh-huh. And I can tell you this much. There's probably at least 300 of the P-switch missions. Because one of the streamers that I was watching, because Spike rated them, he was up in like the 250s or 260s. So there's at least that many.
Yeah. And that's the thing, Devil Spidey.
So far, that's the biggest one, biggest number that anyone can see.
Yeah, that is the year lineup. We don't know the full year lineup. Honestly, we did not know that full lineup at launch for Switch 1.
No, we didn't. I think we might have knew. We might have knew about Kingdom Battle. We knew Odyssey was a thing. Splatoon 2, ARMS 1-2 Switch, Breath of the Wild, and I think Fire Emblem Warriors were really the only ones that we 100% knew. Because I don't even think Mario Kart 8 was announced at launch.
I'm pretty sure not.
I think it was after.
Here comes the teammate.
I think I found them. I can't hit the broadside of a barn, but I think I found them.
Well, our teammate came over.
You did not tell me you had someone in there. I'm just standing there in the open, and then I get random blasted, and I'm like, oh, okay, hi. Never hit me with one bullet, but yeah.
I mean, we'll see
I liked ARMS. It just didn't have enough content to keep it in the mainstream. And I'll be the first one to say that. It had potential. Nintendo backed down on trying to support it, which unfortunately happens with their new IPs. I'm honestly surprised that Splatoon got as much support as it did.
Yeah.
Nintendo is horrible for that. Put out something that should do them good, and no, we just ain't doing nothing with it. I think an indie direct would be the best thing to try to get the rest of the people at least interested. I don't think we need anything else until we're at the point of doing like
Damn, I can't hire Robin. Did not have enough gold.
I think we don't need another mainstream direct until we know. Darn, I can't either. I was gonna try. Until we know more definite with some of the bigger hits. Because we're probably not going to have a Mario year one. If we do, I'd be surprised. And I mainly said that because of Prime 4. It'd be nice if we got, like, the Prime Trilogy. Good. I couldn't hit that last shot for nothing right there.
I was trying to find him. It took me a second.
I busted his shield. I just couldn't hit that last shot for anything. But I think once they're ready for that, we need another direct. I think we don't need it right now, though. I think if anything, we need an indie direct just to kind of get some more people interested into it.
I think they're all above.
I hope so, because otherwise that is a lot of gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
In multiple different directions. Hey, there's another glove.
I got one.
Okay. Someone killed the boss up there.
I'll also point out that...
probably don't need to be here.
Mm-hmm. I'll also point out that both Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart 8 were cross-gen titles.
Footsteps. Footsteps. Headshot. Nice.
That doesn't mean as much, mind you, since, you know, it's a Wii U to Switch cross-gen title, but, like, for Switch 1 to Switch 2, it means a lot more because people will be less incentivized to pick up the Switch 2 version.
Yeah.
Because there is a far better install base for Switch 1 than there was for Wii U. Especially when Nintendo was like...
I think they dropped the ball with the Switch 2 upgrades. And I think that's where the rest of that problem comes in.
We didn't need 3 fucking tiers on a chart to figure out what the fuck's getting a Switch 2 update.
Well, we also didn't need both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom to get Switch 2 upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the other problem that comes from that.
Or the app with added lore to make it $20, or yeah, to make it $10 instead of fucking free.
20, because you'd have to buy it for both.
Oh yeah, I was meaning individually.
Gunshots possibly at me because it was behind us, and it was one.
Granted, if you have Switch Online, you have one or both. I think
both of them for free.
Yeah. Which
well,
is
expansion pass.
Yeah, which is something, I guess.
Which, I mean, if you were wanting the GameCube stuff, you've got expansion pass anyhow. So
yeah.
Maybe it wasn't at me. Okay. It was as I slid down, so I couldn't tell.
E-Day or the one remaster? Out of curiosity, because both of those are in development at the moment. They talked about the remaster. They said nothing about E-Day. Also, they said nothing about Perfect Dark, which I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. That game's going nowhere fast. Or Fable.
Oh,
they said nothing about
bees.
Fable.
You can open bees if you're an A, by the way.
That makes sense. Also, it is the A rank that is giving us regen.
It's not giving it to me, though. All boons upgrade with hero ranking is what I've got for mine.
Okay. That's weird, because I got it. Because I saw it say that.
Randoms.
I mean, sure, the beta dates for Gears of War game, but like... I forget that 5 has a choose your ending situation, and that's like, oh, we're not making 6 because we don't want to canonize either of these, because we either kill who we wanted to make the protagonist and realize nobody wants him, or we kill Marcus. I simply go, why don't you kill the boring protagonist that you didn't care about? and changed protagonists in the next game in 5, no one will care.
Someone would care.
Oh, in front of me. Okay, that does nothing
Nailed
for
it.
damage.
It would if you flung them off of a cliff or something.
Yeah.
There's more gunshots in front of us, and they are on the ground, as I see them. They're up by that reboot van.
Yeah, I saw the explosion.
Shouldn't have done that. You would think I would learn not to do that eventually.
They ran. They've got gloves. Thunderbolt's under to perform. The fuck you say?
What? Say it's not so.
It's almost like you put the movie with a bunch of the C-list people and you don't really promote it that well and no one cared.
They're in the... They're in there. I did not know you could mark someone. That must... Oh, that was the AI. I
yeah.
pinged the AI. There was someone in there, but... Okay, you can charge that up. Interesting. That might have actually just saved you.
Probably. Ow! Okay, those ravens go forever. Those ravens are a better option. He's up, but almost dead.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I couldn't get a good beat on either of them.
Right, but again, it's a bunch of, like, C-list MCU people. Like, the only notable people are Yelena and Bucky.
I mean, they totally could sell a movie off of just those two.
They did. It's called 2 shows that they were in.
Right?
Also, why is it 2 different... Why is it 2 game modes separated? Why is it not just together? That's dumb. Also, if it's anything like how I remember Gears of War multiplayer being, your option is shotgun and shotgun.
And better shotgun.
Yeah. If you're not using a shotgun, you are losing. Because people will bum rush you and shotgun you. Because people have enough health to close the distance on you and just pop you.
Yep. Shotgun. I don't know. I quit caring about Gears way early in. Because it started feeling like we were doing the same thing repeatedly. And I'm like, yeah, no.
You mean that thing that Halo's doing right now? Because they're like, the Covenant.
Uh-huh.
Now the Covenant, but worse. That's the Covenant that was scared of the Covenant. I'm like, you at least tried with the Forerunners, but no one cared.
Yeah, but see, during the beginning of the Forerunners, we still had the Covenant that was no longer the Covenant anymore.
Yeah, they were some faction of the Covenant. They're like, we still believe. And I'm like, would you fuck off and die? It also didn't help that for the Forerunners, they're like, we are making 3 enemy types. They're all annoying.
They all do random teleport gimmicks.
You have the dogs that swarm you. You have the floaty guys that throw your grenades back at you. And then you have the knights that will not stop fucking teleporting all over the goddamn place. I.e., they're all fucking annoying to fight. And I hate all of them.
You know what I feel like happened with the Forerunners?
What?
They looked at the flood and said, "Oh, there's only like 3 major types here. That must be what we should do." Because I swear that's what that feels like they did.
But the flood aren't annoying to fight.
Yeah, they are.
Not as much as the Forerunners.
Agreed. But the flood is just as annoying to fight.
Yeah.
Also, you don't like the Spire rifle, but I actually have no problems with it.
It's fine. I just prefer the DMR. Once I got a hold of both of them.
What is this?
I'm pretty sure from like dev talks, they were like, we wanted an enemy faction that interacted with each other defensively, and like you had to like prioritize who to kill first, basically.
On me? Never mind. Problem solved. Oh god, nope. Never mind. Retract that statement. The frick were you? Where were you that you got a good enough beat on me? They're in with you.
Yep, they went down a floor. So people who shoot me now are marked.
No.
That's a boon I picked up.
Oh god, they're right there. I'm dead. Oh, that didn't kill me.
Uh-oh.
I hate people.
Oh.
Because instead of him paying attention to try to kill you when he knew I went down, no, he just finished him. I'm like, really?
Especially since he could see that I was healing right above him.
Yeah.
Oh, also in... Ow.
Run.
Ow.
Oh god, that terrible decision.
Also, I forgot the main Forerunner boss, the Warden Eternal. You fight like 7 times in the course of Halo 5, and all of the fights are the same. Which is insanity. That anyone thought that was a good idea. Like, yeah, let's say have you fight the same boss 7 times.
I don't even know if ChatGPT would be stupid enough to come up with something like that. Just to put that out there.
No, it can't rub 2 brain cells together to pull that off. You have to remember, ChatGPT has no brain cells of its own. It borrows brain cells to accomplish things. And unfortunately, it borrows bad brain cells. It doesn't borrow good brain cells. It borrows bad brain cells.
Occasionally it gets a good one. But it's usually the bad ones.
Mm-hmm. I have never touched ChatGPT, I think. Except for, like, maybe twice. Because I'm like, you accomplish nothing that I desire.
I think I tried once with something just to see what it would do, and I was like, yep, that was exactly what I expected it to do.
Mm-hmm. I think anytime I saw a result, I'm like, this is literally just taking bullshit and just putting it in a blender and throwing it out the door. It is just regurgitating material.
Most AI is.
Mm-hmm.
I have gotten to the point where I somewhat will utilize like Google's Gemini, just because it seems like it will actually do exactly what I try to do by look at the quick descriptions out of the search results and throws it all together for me there, where I'm like, oh, okay. Yep, that was about what I was hoping to find.
I do not trust it to not fuck up, so I still go look for my information that I need. I'm like,
it still does every so often, and I'll sit there and read it, and I'm like, nope, that's not how that works. But for the most part, it will usually get me in the right ballpark, and I'm like, okay. By no means do I trust it. Because at the end of the day, it's AI. It's not going to be perfect.
it's as intelligent as the people who made it.
And sometimes that's not too intelligent.
No. Tech bros
There
aren't
is
the
someone
fuck.
with us. I
Yeah,
watched someone land with us.
They have to be over here, I think. Oh, I saw him. And damn, they're over the hill. I can't shoot them.
And they're over the next hill.
They're at that rock.
Okay, they got better gun than me. Uh-huh. How you like that? Yep. The teammate's up ahead. That's why I moved over like I did.
Got the fire rate on the shotgun sucks ass.
Crypto?
They threw a crypto at us. They're right there. I can't hit him for shit. Thank you.
Piss off. I was like, I can only hope that you get enough. Also, I got the healing one off of B.
Same.
Ooh. I can throw crypto.
You can call crypto.
That sounded wrong.
No, you get to call in the crypto airstrike, basically. Is it bad for me to say that I kind of wish he just showed up and pooped on you and then fucked off?
Is it bad that I almost kind of dig what I said, though, as being the thing? Actually just throw crypto at him?
I mean, I'm sure he thinks it's fun. Because, like, you can't hurt him.
I mean, he's a super dog. How could you? I saw gunshots. I'm not stupid. I know someone's over there. Okay, they're way out. I was like, I saw gunshots in this general direction. Way out there. That was stupid. They're way out there. I don't even know why I'm trying. Also, this gun does not fire like the past 2 seasons. Good ARs.
The Fury?
and the Star Wars equivalent one.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why is the accuracy on this thing complete and utter crap? Like, surely it's not because I'm walking. Well, you got one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I finished.
So I'll say there should still be one person.
There's another one. There's another one.
Oh, there you are.
Oh my god.
Got him.
And there's more gunshots.
Oh, the sprite friend has a.
Oh god, I think that was a gunshot at.
He has a little Superman cape. That's adorable. It's choice, but it's
yeah, this is a stupid idea to take the DMR instead.
Oh no, never mind. Oh,
we need to go. Storm's about to be closing, and we are nowhere near. Oh, I know why I can't hit anything. It's a gray. Now I realize why. I'm like, why can I not hit anything with this? Oh, right. That would explain a lot. I see you found car.
Yeah. Also, we've ended up right back where footsteps.
Right back where we started?
Yep.
Nailed it.
Mark attacking players. I'll take it. I keep getting shot at.
I keep doing the shooting, so fair. Whoop, whoop, that was a green. That is better than this. Okay. Maybe this one's accuracy is better. I doubt it. Go for that next canister.
Yeah.
Oop, don't go that way.
Oh, car on me. 2 cars on me.
Yeah, I'm not. Because someone's got bounce bracelets over there.
Mm-hmm.
One of them's trackable, I think.
No, that's too far out. I think. And it's coming back towards us. Unless they turned around.
They're at the gas station. I just watched one. You just told them where you were at.
I thought this gun was silent, so they couldn't see that.
And by told them where you're at, I mean told them where I'm at, because apparently they found me first.
Ow!
I knew that was coming.
Backing out the lobby.
Okay.
Okay.
to Rocket Racing. Apparently, we got a new.
Apparently, if you buy the bundle with the pass and stuff now, you get Superman before July 11th, and you don't have to do the missions. Otherwise, you have to wait till July 11th and do the missions to get new movie Superman. Good question. I think it's the 25 level one. Yeah, the 25 Battle Pass reward one, so the 1800 one. Or 3750, depending on price. Yeah, this is the new movie Superman.
1800's not bad.
As compared to the comic Superman that we have here, but you have to start as Clark Kent and then do an emote to be Superman. Because, don't I have that? Yeah, see? Here is comic Superman. Look, I will never begrudge Fortnite for...
Where did you wind up going to spot that?
Well, it popped up a notification, then it's all the way at the bottom of the store. Like, all the way at the bottom.
Huh. Because it is not there for me.
That's weird.
I've got the regular pass one, but I don't have that one.
That's weird.
What level are you up to?
6.
We're at the same level. If anything, I'm higher than you. That's interesting.
But it's by the Killer Instinct devs. Max is excited for it, mostly because he knows those people. Like I said, that Invincible fighting game looks as good as the Power Rangers one. And that is not as much of a compliment as you think it is, because that Power Ranger one looks fine.
Oh, please tell me the Switch doesn't have different controls for Rocket Racing.
It probably has different controls for Rocket Racing.
Because I swear, if it's got different controls, I already had to modify the base controls for the Switch. Because it wants weapon change on L and R. And I don't do that.
Like, I had to hear people talk about that Power Rangers fighting game because Toku Spheres, people playing the Power Rangers game. Oh no, this is hard. And I'm like, what did you expect for a fighting game? People need to understand that fighting games have a higher skill floor than any other video game genre in existence. Because there is so much baked in knowledge and skill set that comes from just playing any fighting game of a certain type that carries over
I have been playing way too much Mario Kart. I completely tried to trick right there.
That carries over to every other fighting game of that type. If you've played a ton of any Marvel vs. Capcom, congratulations. You now know how to play a team fighter, period. Better than anyone coming in fresh. You are automatically better than anybody picking up that game day one. And if you don't like losing, too bad, you are going to lose at minimum 50% of your games. When you play a fighting game, you are losing at minimum 50% of your games.
I don't understand how you can catch up. I legitimately don't.
Because this game, I think, has rubber banding.
Okay, why does it work for you and not for me?
I don't know!
I don't think it's that. I think it's a skill issue.
I don't know why I do the things I do in this game mode. I just do, okay?
Trust me, it is definitely not a complaint that you're better. It is just a complaint of why do I suck? Because, like, you were pulling away from me. Like, legitimately, you were pulling away from me.
Is it bad to say that I am not really thinking? I am just simply doing while I'm doing this? I'm just like, up, curve, drift, up, straight, up. Do I have boost? Yes, boost. No, up, then I'm waiting. I am not putting a whole lot of thought into what I'm doing right now.
I mean, fair, but jeez.
I have not put that much hours into this game mode specifically. I don't think.
Like, I could have understood if you passed me when I was trying to trick, because that was me being stupid. That was me playing way too much Mario Kart to not realize that I was screwed up.
Most of what I've played on here, played Rocket Racing, is on stream for when we do Fortnite. And that amounts to, like...
I don't understand that.
And that
you
will
legitimately were actively pulling away from me the entire time from the point you passed me on.
I was wondering when it would stop.
You too.
Like, I think I've played a little bit, like a couple times off stream, but like...
You're 10% above me, but we're on the same rank.
but most of my Rocket Racing playtime has been on stream, which I guess is one of those times where it's like, oh yeah, all of my Monster Hunter playtime is on stream. How much time did I put into Monster Hunter Rise? Oh, 100 hours? Well, I guess that's what happens when you do about an hour a week for like a year plus. Because I'm pretty sure my clue time is also up there. Yeah.
At least, because there were some times where you do it for 2 pre-shows.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever did it for all 3, but...
I feel like that's...
I got 100 the last time.
I think that's why I just look at people who are like, oh, Monster Hunter Rise is not that good. I'm like, no, it was good. Literally, as someone who never played a Monster Hunter before, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I really enjoyed this. I love doggo. I love platforming. I love the monsters and the hunting and all that stuff. Like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I didn't play World, which I think seems to be the preferred one. Oh, no.
Not again. Out of nowhere with you, too.
I just got boost. I think it's when I boosted through all of you on that jump. It was just like, well, I'm gonna boost.
But I boosted on the jump too. Like, am I not doing the boosting properly or something?
Are you?
But on the straightaways? Yeah, no, you are gapping me.
Are you getting the quick time event on it?
Yeah.
Then I don't know.
Okay, I know how you got ahead of me if you took that at the beginning.
I did not take that at the beginning. I literally went the other way the first time through.
Oh boy.
Am I drifting more than you?
Drifting would slow you down, though. Maybe you're drifting shorter than me?
That would be very weird, because I do hold my drifts for quite a while.
Because that should actually slow you down, not speed you up. Unless I'm trying to drift too often would be the only other thing I could think of.
Maybe.
I missed that first speed booster.
I feel like this is one of those times where you just have to watch me do a race and see what if I'm doing anything differently than you.
I almost feel like I'd need input cam. Kind of deal.
That is a thing I can turn on. because I do have a program that does read my inputs and displays them on stream. As any controller I desire as well. Thank you, person on itch.io that I forget the name of that made this program, and I've had forever. I just keep forgetting to use it. Yeah, let me... I'll throw that.
That was like 2 seconds.
I'll throw that on stream real quick.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be able to watch and play at the same time. So.
There.
But yeah, that's both of them right there that you were actively pulling away. And you, both times you gapped by about 2 seconds. So you're definitely doing something different. Now, granted, I did kind of lose it on lap 2 a little bit there. But still. Not to mention, again, we're DNFing everyone from 4th onward. 3rd barely finished. Oh, it's not de-learning. It's just a case of if I play one thing for way too long, then yeah, I kind of, brain go burr and it decides it's going to do that. After I tried to trick and pointed it out, I quit trying to trick. 38.
37.
Some of it's I'm trying to drift shorter to get the little burst, and I think I'm screwing that up. I missed the quick time event for that one because I had to try to jump and hit the ceiling there. I know better than to do that right there.
I got it.
It's because the quick time event hit at the same time that I had to hit the trick button to jump up, kind of deal. Oh boy, that was too much speed. I always whiff this one in weird ways.
I was scared I was going to run into someone right there. Oh god, yeah, that... I'm gonna be honest, that Marvel fighting game looks really good. Granted, it's Arc System work, so I expect nothing less. Also, thank you, Arc System Works, for acknowledging Toei Spider-Man in your Spider-Man design. Their Spidey has... I think his web shooters are designed to look like Toei Spider-Man's wrist gauntlet, which is amazing that they're like, yeah, we're gonna throw that detail in there.
I almost hit someone. My wheels went over the top of someone. I almost hit someone.
When you boost, you'll see a little,
It's like a secondary display that tells you to press it again. If you hit it again, you get like a second boost. It's honestly timed about to the point where, like, honestly, in Mario Kart, if you were to space out mushroom boosts, it's kind of spaced about like that.
I will put it over
Which
here.
is why after I figured that out, I almost never miss that. But when I'm trying to do 3 things at once, yeah, I miss it.
I think that's out of the way.
That might cover up position.
No.
I don't... No, there is nothing there. Okay. Also, fancy a repeat? Please tell me you saw that.
I probably missed it.
Okay.
What happened?
I got in front of everyone, and then I hit the trick button with the up instead of the down. And into the death plane with you. Alright, let's fix this problem. Coming through.
You're probably not seeing it on me because I pretty much hit it as soon as I see it.
I have learned if you can delay it just a hair, sometimes it'll do better, but it's not consistent enough. It's almost like you're trying to get the last of the first boost out. That was the horrible time to do that. Oh, God. Okay. I am noticing one thing. You're controlling it better. I don't know if it's enough to justify all that, but you're definitely hugging the inside a lot better than I am.
Well, I do a lot of, like, micro, like, you'll see me, like, twitch the stick a little bit to kind of, like, stay in the curve. I'll hit the boost, or I'll hit the drift again to keep me sideways if I'm getting too close, because that'll send me back out. Whereas my micro adjustments keep me in.
Well, I noticed with that one, you were definitely hugging, in most racing games, the green line. Where it's just far enough from the inside of the curve to keep that perfect arc with it. And that might be enough to do it. I don't think it's enough to cause the consistent like that, though. Because it's almost like you were pulling away from me even in straights. And the cars shouldn't have different characteristics. And if anything, if they did, then I would think yours would be lower than mine. Because yours is one of the base ones.
I didn't think the cars had any stats.
I don't think they do. But what I'm saying is if they do, then if anything, you've got one of the base ones. So I would feel like it would have slightly less stats. Because, Fortnite's all about that pay to win sometimes. But I don't think they've got any different stats. If they do, it's hidden so well that you'd never know it.
Yeah.
Alright, stop shoving. There's enough track for all of us. Oh boy. Okay, that could have went far better, but that also could have went way worse. Okay, going up there was actually slower. Noted. You had boost.
Yep.
I know how you're slingshotting around me. I just got it to do it. I did not know that this game actually had draft.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's got drafting on it.
That's why.
You have to stick behind someone for a minute to get it. But yeah, it's a thing.
Or beside. Because I got it off of being beside you.
That is surprisingly accurate that there is sight drifting. Or sight.
I caught the... Oh, what the... How did that happen? I caught the visual for it, and I'm like, that's how.
There's an audio cue for it as well.
I never can hear the audio cue.
Fair.
Probably should have jumped over there instead. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I hit it decently quick, so if you're not looking for it, you'll probably just miss it, because it's also like right there, just above the speedometer, like a little smaller than it, so it is easy to miss if you're not looking for it.
Ooh, I missed it. I delayed myself. That's the first time I've actually missed it in a while. I have figured out you got to be careful on when you slam yourself over to a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you can nerf your speed so bad that it's pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is a blink and you miss it. It feels like it sits there for way longer than it should, though, when you're actually playing.
Also, for those curious, as you can see, I can make my controller look like anything I want. I can even make it look like a fight stick.
I don't know if I still have... Well, no, I know I don't still have it, actually.
I'd have to go dig up the itch.io link, because I know I got it on itch.io.
Yeah, I think NES was in there.
Yeah. Yeah, like, basically every controller is on there.
Well, almost every controller. I highly doubt the... I don't think the Joy-Cons were, actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
But I highly doubt that the Switch 2 stuff's on there, too, so...
I haven't updated this in forever,
I'm
so...
pretty sure you can add... If I'm not mistaken, you just have to make all the image files, and I think you can add and map it all out.
Yeah, it's got Fight Stick, Guitar 600. It has a couple Guitar Hero guitars.
That was probably the worst time to use that boost. Sure, game? I don't think I've ever had that happen. I bounced off the wall on accident, but when I left the ground, I just lost all the boost.
I swear there is rubber banding in this. That is the only reason I was able to accomplish this. Hi, by the way.
Also, bye, because I'm sure you're fixing to pass me. I'm going to try to avoid it, but I'm sure you're fixing to pass me. What's weird is usually with rubber banding, that would mean there's something that slows down the other players to help you speed up. But I don't think there is. You hit the boost going into that.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, God. I should have been dead. So I accidentally hit the trick on that last curve. Slung myself off the track on the ground, rammed into the corner between the rock and the track, and it didn't blow me up. I jumped out of it, used the other boost, and that's the only reason that I caught back up the little bit that I did, or I would have been farther back. If that was the case, I would think it would be hard to get first and keep it for a long shot, though, is my thing. That's why I don't think it's rubber banding in the sense of it speeds up whoever's in the back of the pack, because if it did that, then it should be near impossible to keep first. And I say that because I think that's what Nintendo did with Mario Kart World. The races are always stupid tight, even when you're just playing against the AIs kind of deal. So it's making me think that's what they did with that, was beef up farther back in the pack. This doesn't feel like that. Because if it did, we'd be fighting for first the entire time, not being able to take it and have a 15-second gap on most of the rest of the pack. And I swear, Cybertruck.
Yeah, there was one last race too. I saw it as I was passing everybody. I was like, nah, fuck you, die.
We have to at least get first and second off of this.
It's like, no, you chose poorly. You chose the wrong vehicle. I don't care what stats are on it. You chose wrong.
Also, did I just fly over you better?
Probably.
How? Why do I have better air control than you?
Because I'm a cube, basically.
Ooh. I used it at the wrong time, and I know I did. But that is interesting that you can do that.
Oh, that was too tight.
Third's keeping up with us. I think we're in a different group now.
That makes sense.
I think we finally made the game realize they're too good. We don't need to keep doing this. God, that draft is hard to catch, though. Because I was behind you for what should have been long enough to have caught it, but the game just was like, about that. I look up to see third just shifting between like 4 different people right now. Meanwhile, we've had first and second locked down most of the race. I was really hoping I'd get the... That should have gotten it. Why didn't I get it? I got it. Granted, I should have waited and saved it for here because you're going to come around me right here.
Too late. I had it too late. I only just got it coming out of the turn, so it's like, oh yeah, I'm not catching up. I can't catch up.
0.6 seconds between us. And we had 2 seconds on the next ones. Granted, we almost had a 3-way tie for third.
I was trying to figure out what version of this program I had, and I don't know because they hadn't updated it in about 3 years.
I mean, technically, I've got a button mapper one that I could, in theory, use like that. Just not map the buttons to actual keys. I like that one's display better. And I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering right, that one can be modified.
Yeah, because it's basically open source. Since the background is just whatever color you need to chroma key out, because that's all that is in the background, is, in my case, bright ass green. Because that's the easy color to chroma key out.
Blue works too.
Yeah. I think it just defaults to green. I assume it's because bright green is less common of a color to run into than bright blue, basically.
Is there boosters up top too?
They're up. Oh no! Oh dear. There's like 2. I think there's more on the bottom side than there is up top.
There's only 3 inside, and
Yeah.
there's none on the very bottom.
I made terrible mistakes.
What did you do?
I decided to go say hi to the crowd the hard way. Because I rode along the wall, and that sent me into the crowd eventually.
And this is why I go inside the tunnel.
The game was
Oh my
very
God, I can't
confused.
get a third one. And there's 4. My bad. There's 4 inside.
Okay, there is 3 up top, but it's technically 4, but it's like a left-right on the last one.
If you hadn't went into the crowd, you actually had that one. Because I don't think I was passing you. Instead, you decided to go say hi to the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
You decided to go say hi to the crowd and kill all of them pixels.
Hmm. I just see in John's Discord, people are like, "Why would you let anyone have Persona as their first JRPG?" And I'm like, yeah, but maybe don't.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
As someone who's put 200 hours across both Persona 5s.
God, I'm sucking on boosts right now.
2 platinum, both of them, mind you, and that required at least a New Game Plus run on 5. I don't think it required New Game Plus on Royal. I'm also kind of curious how you feel about a certain character when we talk about it. 'Cause I know some people really don't like him.
Also, you are gone.
Oops.
I've not been able to get a good pass from second kind of deal here, but
Mm-hmm.
you were just gone. No one's catching first.
Right.
This is a fight for second right now. This is all this is. Oh. What's this? Am I fixing to actually catch up to you? I'll try to course correct in the tunnel. I know how that goes. I have made a gap on second. That's all there is to it. Because I have not seen anyone for a little while. Which, if I've made a gap on second and you were still ahead of me, then that tells me that we might have kind of beat the pulp out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm technically going the slower line. That's the bad thing.
They probably shouldn't reset everyone's rank back to 0 in this mode, if I'm being honest. Like, you should probably reset to, like, the lowest rank of whatever medal you reached.
Yeah. How bad? Oh. Oh. Oh.
Well, I feel like that's a good point to transition.
I'm like, surely someone else is finished. No. So we almost DNF'd the remainder of the match. And I was almost 4 seconds behind you.
Well.
Third, barely got to finish before getting DNF'd. Yeah, they probably shouldn't reset everyone's ranks to 0. So we're both silver 3.
Mm-hmm.
You're almost to gold.
Yeah, that has to be Tim Drake Robin if they're giving him a Red Robin variant, because only Tim was Red Robin. Yes, that is a real comic book hero name. Yes, you can make the joke. Everyone makes the joke.
And it totally isn't giving it to me. For the bundle one.
That's weird.
It is. I'll have to check and see if it's something to do with maybe it's the Switch version. Well, Switch 2 version.
Well, you want to transition to talk about Persona?
Hey, I can get the back bling and the pickaxe from the drops.
I probably got none because I had the stream pause for streaming purposes.
I mean, I usually just mute it.
Yeah, but I don't want it to, like, mess with the stream in terms of bitrate and all that, so I usually pause it.
Fair. Yeah, I guess we're good to transition.
Alright. We get Fortnite closed and then notes pulled up. I actually started Lego Indiana Jones today because I found myself in a Lego mood. One of the, like, new people that I have found who's apparently an editor for, like, 2 other gaming channels, he's started a Lego channel. And his first video was like, I'm going to make all of the mini kits from the Lego Star Wars video game. Like, the original pair, basically. And so he did a video on that. And then his second video was, Lego Atlantis, here's my big giant, like, custom creation of, like, paying tribute to the entire, like, theme. And then his third video was, so I found out that there was a cut mini kit from the original Star Wars game. Which, when he said that, I immediately thought, oh, it's from the cut level from the first Star Wars game, because there's a cut level, which is why the episode 2 levels are... The signal is current, and he's just a part of the family. He's also the only one with powers, because he has light powers. Don't ask me why. I only know because of Wayne Family Adventures, because he's in there. But as it turns out, they cut besides the level that they cut in episode 2, which was the words. The chase sequence that was in episode 2 in the city. They cut Anakin's like Naboo starfighter run from episode 1.
Don't mind me. I was sitting there trying to figure out where the notes got put.
Oh, my
Only
bad.
for me to realize how stupid I am that I didn't look at the folder that literally says where they are. And I'm like, oh, good work, me.
But they cut that level because they had it made and it came back in Lego Star Wars 2. But they had a mini kit for that level, and one of the devs for the game showed off a beta build of the game that showed off that mini kit. And I was like, huh, go figure. Also, he forgot to do the big mini kit build, which is the cruiser. From like episode 4. So he did that. It's really cool. He did a lot of good work. He actually found somebody to chrome the ship from episode 1, since it's supposed to be chrome. See if I can find his channel real quick. Yeah, it's JStanman45. He only has like 3 videos, but like they're all really good. Granted, they're also all like 2 of them are like almost 50 minutes, but they were nice to have in the background while I was doing other stuff. And then I went and closed the notes because I'm dumb. I closed that window instead of that tab. And yes, the title of the show is Persona 5, the animation. Not the anime or the show. Persona 5, the animation.
Also, yes, I was exactly right on that. You can, as long as you make the PNG files, you can actually do any controller you wanted to.
That makes sense, because like all the backend stuff just goes, is this relatively the right button? Yes, cool. It shows it there. Alright, Dopes Buddy, you have a good night. Oh boy, do you get to hear me complain about how this show fucks up in all sorts of fun, dumb ways.
That Switch Pro controller is in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a Switch Pro controller. There's not a Switch 2 Pro controller, which... Is there even a difference?
The C button.
Oh, right. The button that if you're not using Game Talk, you will never use.
I mean,
Literally,
fair. There's a reason I don't have a Switch 2 Pro controller.
There's a reason that when I pick up the Switch 2 eventually, I will probably... I don't know, I might bother to get one just so that there's a controller for each of them. So I don't have to worry about resyncing and all that.
I mean, once you switch to the Switch 2, then you probably wouldn't have much of a need to go back to the Switch 1.
Right.
Unless you're gonna try to do it as like a homebrew kind of deal.
I mean, that's what I was planning to do, was try to do mod stuff, but I wanted to have a Switch 2 first to put all that over. So it's like, hey, if I fuck up something, I can still play my Switch stuff.
I will be right back before we start.
All right. Oh, God. So apparently you can output arbitrary video to game chat, which I think means VTubers can just output their stuff to the Switch 2 game chat video source, which is good for them. That also means you can probably do some other shenanigans with that shit. Just set up the blue sky. Like,
And I'm back. And should be ready.
All right. Take the stream now. We'll be right back with TGSR for the week, folks. Stay tuned.